welcome to a special on vacation edition of Middlebury 5-0. I am your host, Officer Chris Mason, and we are not filming from the Middlebury 5-0 studio in Middlebury. We are filming from sunny Brighton on the south coast of England. And my guest today, very special guest, is a resident of said sunny Brighton on the south coast of England.
That is right, Chris.
Yes. David Purvis. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Chris.
Welcome to the show, Dave.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I think in the interest of full disclosure, we should say right at the beginning that we are acquainted. We do know each other.
Yes, this is true. Chris is my cousin.
I am David's cousin.
Yeah, first cousin.
Yes. And we've been cousins for our whole lives, pretty much.
Yes.
Yes. I am a little bit older than you. You are somewhat younger.
This is true also, yes.
Yes, although I have a little more hair, yeah, which I can't say of too many people. It's rare that I get to say that because my hair is not.
Yes.
Yeah. It used to be very flowing. There used to be a lot more.
I can say to the audience, Chris did have several different haircuts in his youth.
Yes. Many. Some long, yeah. Sometimes I would braid it.
Yeah.
Do you remember when it was different colours?
I have to say I don't. I don't
remember that. No, it was purple and it was blue for a little bit, and you don't remember that.
No, I don't.
No.
My main memory of your hair, Chris, is it long.
Yes.
It was right down here, shoulder length.
It was very long.
Yeah, it was very long.
Yes.
Very impressive. It must have been years of growing that hair.
Yes. It was quite a project. It was very sad for me when I had to chop it off when I became a police officer. So you are an Englishman.
Yes, I was born here, raised here, live here, still live here.
Yes, your whole life.
Yeah, my whole life.
In Brighton.
Well, no, that's not strictly true.
No,
because I was born in Shoreham, I see.
Okay.
My first house. Or my parents' first house was in Crawley.
Okay.
And
Crawley is famous for being that's where the Cure come from. They come from Crawley.
Yes.
Yeah,
if you don't know who they are, they were a 1980s pop group.
Yes. A little bit dark. Yeah. Somber.
No, I was too young to appreciate who
before
they
your
were.
time.
Yes. So when I was 1.5, we moved down to Brighton in this very house.
Right.
So this is the house. I believe that was 1980.
So this is the house that you grew up in.
Yes.
You grew up in this house, and you're still living in this house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty attached to this house. A lot of memories in this house.
I love this house.
Yes.
So much to love about this house. Big house, drive, big garden. As a child, loved it.
So what are some of your fondest memories of growing up in this house? What kind of stands out for you?
I have to say it was the garden. Because I was a very active child. Liked to go outdoors. I would be the opposite of a child who would like to sit indoors, read a book. No, I was there in the garden playing football with my friends. I used to have 2 friends that just lived about 5 minutes away.
Sure.
So lots of memories in the garden. Cousins playing in the garden.
Because you're not my only cousin.
No.
A whole network of cousins.
We do come from a big family.
We do. Yes.
Big family. So we do have a lot of cousins.
I don't even know how many cousins we have. It's like 20 some at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of them are local. A lot of them live in Brighton or around.
Yes, that's another thing which is wonderful. A lot of aunties, uncles, cousins, second cousins live very close.
And I have some very fond memories of your garden. Actually, I remember playing a lot of football, which of course is soccer by Americans think of it as soccer. We call it football, but we use our feet for football. It's the way it should be. It's called football after all.
Yes, we used to play a lot of football.
Yeah, I seem to remember that you would kick the ball over the wall a great deal, Dave.
The poor neighbours. Poor
Yes.
neighbours.
And
We used to kick the ball over the wall several times. We used to have to go round, knock on the door.
Sometimes we would just jump over the wall though and kind of sneak through the yard and toss the ball back.
Yeah.
And you used to have apple trees. You don't have apple trees out there anymore, but I remember your apple trees.
Yes,
they were big apple trees.
We did have 4 big apple trees until the big storm of October 1987.
There was
a hurricane. We had a hurricane in 1987, and no trees no more.
Alas.
Yes.
Fine trees.
But for me, that was wonderful because it opened up the back garden.
Right.
More play.
More room for
more room for play.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I remember when the apples would come down and it would be all over the yard, all over the garden, in the grass when it was apple season. And I do remember a few apple fights with cousins. We had a big group of cousins over, and we would be hurling apples at each other. You would have probably been a little young.
Yeah,
at that point. I don't know if you were involved.
I probably would have not been that involved, but yes, we did have a lot of apples.
Yeah. And you have a greenhouse that's been on the side of the house for a long time.
Yes, we actually inherited that from an auntie's up the road, and we actually carried it down.
Carried the greenhouse?
Carried the greenhouse down.
Well, that just seems very...
very
precarious, very dangerous operation.
Well,
greenhouse.
Not really.
One slip.
We had 3 people on one side, 3 people on the other. That's 6. So it was very safe.
Yeah.
Very safe.
Took it slow, cautious.
Yeah.
No sudden moves.
It was only like say from the Antiques, which is about 25 minutes away. So
yeah. Well, the sad thing is though, that after that operation, that delicate, well-planned, well-engineered operation where you manoeuvred the greenhouse back to the house by hand, or carrying it, on this apple fight, on the occasion of this apple fight, I do seem to recall that a few of the apples went through the greenhouse. Yeah. So that's one of my vivid memories of your garden.
I was probably a bit young there, but we did break a few of the windows of the greenhouse. And,
I may have broken a few windows.
Apples, footballs, closing the door too aggressively. Broke a few of the windows.
You know, I have another vivid memory of your garden.
Right.
Was when we were playing headers down in the bottom. Because you've got a couple of different layers to the garden. Yeah,
we have a top garden and we have a little bank, so a bottom garden, which is a different level.
Yep. So we were down the bottom garden. I don't know who I was playing with, but we were heading the ball back and forth to each other. A few headers in, and this particular header was coming back. It was a little high, so I had to leap for it. I had to jump. So I did this very athletic jump. Unfortunately, there was a low branch, one of the trees. And rather than my head connecting with the football, as intended, my head connected with the branch.
Right.
And it put a big gash. Actually, you can see it. You've kind of a scar there now.
Right.
He's got a scar. Blood everywhere, and I had to have a few stitches as a consequence of that. Yeah. So my memories of your yard about getting hit by apples.
I would just like to say to the audience, these were very rare events.
They were, yes. These are the select highlights.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was many times in the garden. No occasion to go like this. Yes, we did have a lot of neighbours' trees, our trees, a lot of branches. Mm-hmm. Yes, and we still have that today.
Right.
Yeah.
So probably a game of headers would not be a good idea. We wouldn't want a repeat performance of that bloody incident.
That was probably a one-off.
Yes.
Yes.
So you went to school in Brighton.
Yes. What was wonderful about this house, which we're located in right now, is that you've got the junior school, primary school, and secondary school all in walking distance.
Right, very close.
Very close.
Yes.
So that was another big plus point.
So what was it like being at school in England? Like, you don't really have anything to compare it to, because for you it's just you were at school and it happens to be in England, but you didn't get to experience being in school in America.
I have to say I enjoyed school.
It was a positive experience.
Yeah, it was local. I had friends who were locals also. It was in walking distance. We had next to the school, just to the right of it, opposite the road, we've got a sweet shop, which was always great.
Yes.
Go to the sweet shop after school.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mum and Dad would treat you to an ice cream. That was always nice.
So no bad memories of school. No bullies.
Yes. That was bullying.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get away from bullying.
Yeah. Was there a lot of fights? Was there a lot of violence in the school? Do you remember?
No, I wouldn't say there were fights.
Did you ever get involved in a fight?
Me?
No. You stayed out of all that.
Yes. Yes, there was bullying, name calling, pinching, punching, stealing your school bag, your school uniform.
Stealing your school uniform?
Yeah. Taking your clothes from the changing room, putting them in the showers.
You mean getting them all wet?
Getting them wet, yeah, getting them wet, yeah. That was probably more secondary school than junior.
Pretty lowbrow stuff.
Yeah. There was the odd fight. Not a lot of fights. I can't that I can recall, but there was a certain 3 or 4 naughty boys, let's say that, who got into fights.
On the fringe.
Who got into the fights.
Sure.
They were the ones that got into most trouble most often.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's generally the way of things. There's a small
there's a small group of bullies in your year who get into trouble most often.
Yeah. Although I'd say the school that I went to, because I didn't go to the same school as you, because I don't live in the same part. Because Brighton's a pretty big town, and the school that I went to, it was a little bit rough. Yeah, I think it was a little rougher than the one you went to.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe the school I went to as rough.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And actually, some of your family went to the same school.
Yes. Well, I'm probably 2nd or 3rd generation. And a lot of cousins have gone to the schools that I went to.
So when you went through and your teachers were getting to know you a little bit and they found out, you're the cousin of...
Yes. You're
Mark Lincoln.
You're the cousin of Mark, Stephen, Glenn, Nick. But most of all, it was, you're the brother of Ali.
Right, because your brother is
I've got an older brother who's 2.5 years older than me, and we same schools, same teachers.
So probably when they heard that, they were like, you're Alan's brother.
Yes, I got that a lot, yeah. I have to say, I did feel a little bit of pressure.
Yes.
A little bit of pressure being the younger brother, because my older brother was a good student.
Yeah. Pretty high achiever.
Liked his studying, his books. So there was a little bit of pressure there. Of being younger brother to succeed as he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you felt like you were able to step up to that plate and deliver.
Well, I understand that I'm not my brother. We have different learning abilities, and I wasn't going to reach his heights, but I had to reach my own heights.
Sure.
So at a point I had to say, forget about my brother, what he's done, concentrate on what I'm doing.
I think that's often the way with siblings.
Yeah.
It can be difficult for siblings, and I think there's a point where they realise that generally.
Yeah, I think
I need to separate myself and not be in the shadow, or not. Or sometimes you grow up, your older brother or your older sister or whatever was a bit of a troublemaker, so they have a reputation on the other side of things.
Not my brother. My brother was straight all the way.
Yes.
Straight away. Even he was school prefect.
No mischief.
No, he didn't get into trouble. Yeah. He had a few friends who had some dodgy moments, right. But that was a learning experience as well.
Yeah. Did you ever get into trouble, Dave? Was there a moment where you got hauled into the principal's office?
Well,
the headmaster,
not really. No. Perhaps running in the corridor, speaking when you were told to shush by the teacher.
To be quiet.
Yeah. Or No, I was good boy.
Not your way.
No.
So, have you ever been outside of England? Have you ever been outside of Britain?
Yes, I have. Yes, been to Spain when I was 8. Family holiday.
Sure.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Rained for 2 weeks. Yes. Yes, that was an experience. We did go to Australia when I was 11. Which was quite an experience.
Sure.
Never forget that, because we flew out on the last day of junior school, and I always remember that all my friends were saying, well, you're going to Australia, Dad. Wow. Because at that time, that was amazing.
Sure.
Like, some people didn't know where Australia was. Like, around the world.
It is, it's the other side of the globe, pretty much.
23 hours on the plane.
Right.
Yeah, so that was an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, not a lot. Not a lot of travelling. That is one of my goals. I would like to go to a few more places.
What would be top of the list? Where would you most like to go?
Well, funny enough, places in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
You have family
there. Vegas, New York.
Oh, Vegas.
Oh, I'd love to go to Vegas. I'd love to go to Vegas. Well, just so I've got this, just to walk down the strip, walk in the hotels, just see the architecture and the lights at night.
All the glitz.
Maybe a show.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, perhaps Elton John will still be there in his 70s or his 80s when I get there doing the show.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to Las Vegas to see Elton John?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that he's English, right?
Yeah. Apparently he puts on one hell of a show.
I've been to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I went to Las Vegas once. Yeah. I got lost.
Right.
I was trying to find my way out to the desert, and it didn't really work out so well, and I ended up getting lost. And,
right.
Yeah. I had to sleep rough for a night on the streets.
Oof.
Yeah, it was rugged. Yeah. Didn't work out quite as anticipated.
Right.
Not the Las Vegas experience that you're hoping for.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. That sounds like one. Yeah.
I've been to New York a few times too.
Right.
Yeah. Very impressive place. A lot to see.
Yeah. So perhaps the Northern Lights. Like to see those.
Probably not from New York though.
No. I think it's Norway.
Yes, you're up to Scandinavia.
Yeah. So I would like to go travelling in later years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do you think are the defining characteristics of your Englishness? Do you think of yourself as English? Is that part of your identity? Like if you're going to describe yourself?
Yes. If on forums and say nationality, you say British, and then you say English.
Right.
Like, you English. Yes, yeah. Yeah. So I see myself as a proud Englishman.
Right.
Yes.
So if you were meeting somebody from abroad,
right.
Somebody who had I grew up in England, so I have a sense of it. I know the town that you grew up in,
right.
and all those details. I know a lot of details about you. But say it was a stranger from another country.
Right. Okay.
And you were talking to them and you wanted to describe what it was like being English. What are some of the things that you might talk about?
Ooh, that's a good question, Chris.
Thanks, Dave.
I would say we're polite. We're
really long to.
We're polite people.
Sure.
We're pleasant people. We like going for country walks. Obviously, people associate Englishmen with cup of tea.
Right.
Cup of tea, or tea for two. We have all that.
Would that be romantic? Tea for two. Yeah.
It could be in certain circumstances.
Yeah.
Well, we obviously have a bit of history. The English.
A little bit.
Well, I'd say a lot of English.
Yeah.
A lot of history. In the country, in wars and politics and.
So basically,
we have. Let's not forget. We have the royalty. We have the Queen. We have the royal family.
Have you met them?
That makes us English.
You met the royal family?
No, I haven't met the royal family.
They haven't come for tea.
No, Chris. No.
Not as yet.
Well, there's still time.
Right.
There's still time.
And you would be open to that if.
Well, if
probably not the Queen because she's getting on a bit and she probably doesn't get around
I'd
that
love
much.
To meet the Queen, Chris. Who wouldn't love to
maybe
meet
if
the Queen?
Prince William maybe was in the area.
I would love to meet any of the royal family. It'd be wonderful if they knocked on the door and said, "We've come for tea." Wow.
All right.
That would be amazing.
Get out the good china. Yeah.
Of course, Chris.
Yeah.
Of course. Yes.
So the qualities that you're describing, they're that you associate with being English, they sound a little bit like what it was like living in the Shire as a hobbit. Oof. You think? With simple country life.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
If you quote Mr. Baggins, Bilbo Baggins, he loved his Shire. He loved his quiet. He liked sitting in his chair, smoking his pipe, reading his newspaper. That's where he was happiest.
Right, and going for the country walks.
And the country walks,
drinking his tea. Like
that's what if you read the books, that's what he dreamed of while he was on these adventures.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
trying to preserve
people do associate the English with reading newspapers, country walks, like I've just said. Yeah. Right. So I like that. I like that comparison with Bilbo Baggins.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think actually that the Shire, that landscape, was thought of in connection with the southeast.
Yes,
I think that's what Tolkien had in mind.
That's true. Yeah.
So we do in Brighton, around Brighton, we have the rolling hills and the hedgerows and the small little farms, and we have that kind of landscape.
Yes, so on the outskirts of towns, we have lovely countryside. We have South Downs. We have country walks. We have farms. We have a lot of green areas, which is wonderful.
A lot of country pubs.
And country pubs. We are well known for our pubs. Yes. Our country pubs.
Because Brighton is a big city.
Brighton is a big city.
It's a metropolis. There's a big population. A lot of universities several universities in Brighton.
Yes. We have universities. We have a large shopping centre. We have lots of pubs. We have the Royal Pavilion, another piece of history. Yeah.
What is the Royal Pavilion?
The
people watching probably have no idea what that is.
It was the former home of the Prince Regent.
Yeah.
And he said he wanted a country home smack in the middle of Brighton, and there it is. Yeah.
It's a seaside resort home.
Yes.
Yeah. And it looks a little bit odd.
It's a major tourist attraction. Yeah. And if you go past it at night in the evening, they have a light. It lit up. Yeah. It looks wonderful.
So it's a palace. It's a royal palace.
Royal palace.
Yeah. But it looks a little odd. It's not in the classic English style.
No, if you think of early days palaces, no, I would say no. It's unique.
Looks a bit like the Taj Mahal.
Yes, it does. With
Indian.
With the globes, the spheres.
It's got little towers that look like minarets, and
wonderful.
Very odd. In the middle of Brighton, like you wouldn't. And it's got palm trees.
Yes. If you were a newcomer to Brighton, and you were driving into Brighton, into the seafront, and you look to your right, smack back in the middle of Brighton is this palace, and you think, what on earth is that doing there?
Right. It's very strange. Yes.
That's probably one of the reasons why it's a massive tourist attraction. I
would think.
Yes, and I once went there on a school trip when I was 8 to have a look around it. It was amazing. And one of my favorite memories was we sat outside in the garden, and one of our projects was to draw it. I've still got that drawing today.
You sketched the world.
And you still, if you go past it today, you still see school trips there.
For sure.
Outside in the garden, drawing it. Yeah, wonderful.
So that was where he would entertain his mistresses.
Allegedly.
His fancy women.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he would have his fancy women.
Why? Why not? If I was the Prince Regent, I would invite my mistresses there. Just see the status symbol, the power, the beauty.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they would have very lavish entertainments. There would be meals with like
parties,
many courses, 100-course meals. Yeah. I think so. Like literally, like 100 courses in a meal. It was,
apparently,
opulent.
yes.
It's very gold inside. You remember that? Yeah, like there's a lot of gold, a lot of gilt. Big chandelier. I always remember the big chandeliers.
Chandeliers, yes, and the very
I
remember
chandeliers.
Very large rooms, large ceilings, and it's a lot larger inside than you think when you look on the outside.
Right.
And it's just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. So you feel like that lifestyle, that English lifestyle, do you feel like it's under threat at all, or is it alive and well? Is it
in Brighton?
Yeah.
Brighton's changing. Brighton's changing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The culture of Brighton. We've got a lot more foreigners coming in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more developments in Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
Brighton's becoming a very wealthy city. Certainly catering a lot more for the super rich.
Sure.
Hotels on the seafront. Building developments in the marina.
Yeah, I was looking at the house prices in Brighton. Unbelievable.
Rocketed.
Yeah.
Rocketed.
About double what they are where I come from.
I think they've given. I think they rose about 150%. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Just rocketed.
Sure.
Yeah. House prices, rent prices.
Mm-hmm. So
very hard for first-time buyers in Brighton.
Yeah. Yeah. So that simple life where you're appreciating the countryside and it's fairly slow and you read your paper and you drink your
that's
tea.
still there.
That's still there.
Yes.
Still...
I don't think they will ever go away.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your developments, buildings. They will never go away.
Right, even with the
Sunday afternoon, relaxing, pint, pub garden. That will never die. That's still
watch a bit of cricket.
Watch the cricket, yes, the cricket at
home. Bit of snooker maybe,
Snooker on the TV if you like. Yeah, that will never die.
Don't really have cricket or snooker in America.
Right, yes. Well, you have pool.
We do.
You have pool.
Yes. Not the same though.
It's not the same snooker, but you do have pool.
Yeah.
Who knows? It may come to snooker.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, look at what's happened to soccer.
Yes. Much more popular now.
Much more popular.
In US
thanks to David. I have to say, thanks to David Beckham.
Yeah, largely responsible.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Dave. And
well, thank you, Chris. It's been a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Sharing a little bit of yourself, taking a walk down memory lane.
Yes. Well.
Yeah. And you didn't tell any embarrassing stories about me. I told a couple of embarrassing stories about me, but you refrained. So.
I haven't got any embarrassing stories about my cousin Chris.
Well, it's sweet of you to say.
It's true.
Yeah. So until next time, drive safe and may all your mischief be of the lawful persuasion.
Cheers.